Hi everyone, welcome to Perfect Talk. This is Ishan Sharma, Director of Perfect eLearning. Today we have someone special who's working with as a mentor of the very famous Python bundle course. After graduating from NIT Kurukshetra, cracking Gate, NET, Naukri, Earning Club, Adobe, etc. Further went on to working with Google as an OK Google developer. Now she is devoting her time to help students to learn, grow, and become leaders of tomorrow. So today, let's hear from her and understand how to crack big companies' interviews, how to plan your studies, and everything. So let's welcome Ms. Jyoti Sharma.
Hi everyone. Hello, Mr. Ishan. How are you?
Well, great. We welcome you here in our Perfect Talk.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hi to everybody. I hope everybody is staying safe in this pandemic.
Yes, Ms. Jyoti, we all excited to know about your life and the way you kept on cracking things one after the others. First being an IT, then Naukri, then Urban Club, then Adobe, then being an OK Google developer, and so on. So let's start with an IT first.
Yeah, sure. Starting from the very early age, I was like very studious. I would always love going to school on daily basis and sitting on first bench and all. So I was quite a nerd type. So coming first was the thing that I ever wanted, and I used to come also. From being a family of engineers, I always dreamt of going into IIT. So I did crack it, but I couldn't get computer science over there. So I didn't join. So further on, I cracked AIEEE, which is nowadays J mains, which I got admission into NIT Kurukshetra. But I got information technology over there, IT. So I also wanted to do computer science. So there is something known as branch shifting in our college. So what happens if you come first or you top the first year basically. So you can switch your branch. So again, I remained quite a nerd in college as well. And after getting the first position in the first year, I actually switched the branch to computer science.
Great. So were you always like nerd type or some extracurricular and all?
No, not like just nerd type. I was an all-rounder overall. So I was the one who participated in both technical as well as cultural fest, right? So I was Miss NITK, I was Miss Freshers over there. And also I participated in various skits, dancing, debates, etc.
That's really great and good to know about this all then. So now let's come to your placement in college and beginning of your corporate life. So please tell us something about that.
Yeah, sure. Companies start coming in our college for internship also and for placements also, right? For the internship, I was selected at Indian Oil, IOCL, wherein everything was offline and everything which was offline, we had to make it online basically. So we use various technologies over there like Java, JSP, servlets, these kind of technologies. So then I came to know about these big companies, like Adobe, Amazon, Flipkart, etc. So I started preparing about data structures, algorithm in detail, and I also prepared about operating systems, computer networks, puzzles, maths, everything that they would ask in written test, starting from the written test and to all the technical rounds. So I remember the first company, that came in my college. So it was Amazon. So I always had this that I wanted a job only in Delhi NCR. So initially I had planned that, I would sit only in companies that were in NCR. So that time Amazon was not in Gurgaon or Noida, and even Flipkart is still not there. Flipkart was also not there. So then, everybody said like, who doesn't sit in Amazon or Flipkart? So I said, okay. Then I gave the written test and of Amazon, I cleared it. So next day Flipkart also came, next day InfoEdge also came. So there was this rule in our college that in a single day you can crack as many companies, okay? But once you're selected in a dream job, then you can't sit in further companies, right? Once you get the offer letter. So I gave the interview of Amazon, Flipkart also, InfoEdge also. So if I talk about Amazon interview, I had like around 4 rounds, and 3 were purely technical, then the HR round. Then I also remember a few of the questions if I tell you. So one was explaining the whole merge sort thing in detail, and that too with the complexity of merge sort, right? And then there was this puzzle type question wherein we had to print the star pattern. Okay, so this is what it was. So then I got selected for Hyderabad location. So then I got selected in Flipkart also, wherein they asked me questions based purely on my resume. And there were some stacks and queues data structure questions. So there, the process was very simple. The process started from like first the written test, then there was a machine coding round. They just gave us the laptop and they said, just do the code. Okay. That code was purely based on list. And then there was the interview based on that question only. Right.
Okay.
And then there were 2 technical rounds. So at the same time, I gave the interview of InfoEdge. So InfoEdge also, there were 4 rounds. All the 4 were technical. So starting with the first round was based on system design, and it was on the project that I did in IOCL. So it was purely on system design, wherein everything I had to explain on the basis of object-oriented programming, right?
Okay.
And then there was this data structures round, then operating systems, computer networking. I mean, they asked me everything. They just told me, like, if you go to you open any browser and you type www.google.com, for example, then what is going to happen? This was the question that I remember. Okay.
Okay.
So they actually asked me everything. So I had to make the decision that day. So I decided InfoEdge, and the main reason was Noida, and Flipkart was Bangalore. So, and the package was also quite similar. So I was like quite happy.
That's great. So then how was your experience at InfoEdge?
Okay. Yeah. So InfoEdge, has 4 verticals. So it starts with Shiksha, 99 acres, Jeevan Sathi, Naukri. Okay. So I joined the Android app team over there. So I was into development since the very first day. So Shiksha, we made from scratch. It wasn't there. We made it from scratch. We revamped 99 acres. We revamped Naukri. And we also handled Jeevan Sathi. Okay. Then I worked there for 2 years as an Android app developer. So then I got to know something about artificial intelligence. Like, it was growing technology. It was at boom at that time. So me and my team lead, we started working on AI, like chatbots and all. So we shared our AI idea with the upper management as well, like the VP over there, technical head, and all. We shared the idea over there, and everyone was like very impressed. So we designed, our own chatbot for Jeevan Sathi. So the whole operations and all were very easy. Got quite easy with that chatbot, and it was great. So then I thought, why not to get a proper role, proper profile in AI, because I developed a lot of interest in that field.
Great, wonderful. So, designing your own chatbot, like, sounds amazing. So can you tell us more about your AI journey?
Yeah, sure. So I wanted to work more in machine learning AI domain. So I started learning more about it in further detail. So I went on giving interviews for other companies as well. I went on giving interview for Urban Clap, wherein again I was selected. So there were around 4 to 5 rounds. So one of the rounds was directly with the CEO. And then I went on to give interview at Adobe. So Adobe also has a very good interview process, like starting with the written test. It has a combination of MCQ as well as coding questions. So both of them are there in the written test. And then there is proper data structures round, right? And they asked me searching and sorting. Mainly questions were in sorting. And then there is this operating system round. So wherein all the bits types of questions like logical mind. So this was all there.
Okay, Jyoti, that's amazing to know. And then how did you go on becoming an OK Google developer?
Yeah. So, I started making my own Android apps. So I made apps in various domains, like some utility apps, some gaming apps, and so on. So then I came to know about app development for OK Google. So there
Okay.
was an open contest wherein you had to create apps for OK Google, right? So I took part in that and I created various apps, games, cards. You might have seen some games and cards on OK Google, right? So these are all based on machine learning. And this is when, Google recognized me. I got a mail that, one of your app is running amazingly well and all. So they interviewed me and based on this machine learning and app development. And then they offered me a position for being an OK Google developer. They sent me the joining kit, which included the OK Google t-shirt and Google Notebook, Notepad, and Google Home for testing and all. So, but again, I mentioned that I was very reluctant in leaving NCR. So, but then, the era of work from home started, and then I continued working.
Great, great. It's really wonderful. Being a OK Google developer and working with now Perfect eLearning. So how and why did you join? Like Perfect eLearning by Perfect Plan B.
Yeah, so so by this time I had developed quite a keen interest in teaching. So I was teaching a lot of juniors. I was guiding them about their careers, advice, everything. So one thing that I noted in most of the students was that no one had an exact idea like what they should study, what industries are asking and all. Right. So I planned why not to pen down whatever I have learned in my own experience, and I started recording videos. So then that's when I got to know the vision of perfect e-learning. So I was so excited, like this is what I was looking for. So providing quality as well as affordable education to all, right? Because abhi tak jo bhi learn now pay later companies thi, they all are following ISA, that is income
Right,
sharing agreement.
right.
About it, right? So it is kind of an education loan for students, and which is like I never wanted. So what perfect e-learning is doing is exceptional, is actually different. It's actually helping everyone. So I would really, I really want to thank you for that, for such a support and everything.
Thank you so much for your time, Ms. Jyoti. I really hope that this conversation helped a lot of students. They now would understand that it's very easy to crack the dream job interview. It's just, they require correct guidance and practical knowledge. And truly, this is what is the vision of perfect e-learning. I promise financial hurdles will never be an issue for grabbing the right knowledge. We will continue providing this knowledge with live projects, doubt clearing sessions, etc. So before leaving, some message you would like to give to our students?
Yeah, sure, why not? So I just wanted to tell one thing to everyone, and that is all the teachers, all the mentors in your life, they will guide you. They will show you the correct path, okay? But at the end, it's your practice and it's your hard work that actually pays off, okay? Because you are the one who is going to run on that path. So give your 100% and good luck.
Well said. Again, thank you so much, Jyoti, and thanks a lot, everyone. So, guys, now I'm going to see you in our next interview session. Okay, and I'm sure this webinar help you a lot to understand how you can achieve your dream job or dream career. So, I will see you in our next session. Meanwhile, guys, you have any queries, okay, regarding your courses or like how you can choose your path and how you can crack your interviews. So you can ask your query at info@perfectelearning.com. Okay, so take care, guys. See you. Stay home, stay safe.